I'm Heather Grant, and we're here on the streets of Saskatoon to ask what you do in your home to lessen your impact on the environment. Here's what you had to say.
Ride the bike lots around. City is transportation, recycling grass clippings, composting.
So I have one of those thermostats that'll make it cooler at night, and I always do it myself anyway.
We're recycling and we're educating our kids to be better at recycling.
And I try to drive less, take the bus more, use public transit, ride my bike in the summer when I can.
Shut off the lights and do what we can where we can, and reduce, reuse, recycle.
I just finished a basement, so I made sure that I had everything to our value.
So where possible, I would choose to walk or bike or that sort of thing.
CFL light bulbs, recycling even before the citywide recycling idea came into effect.
I recycle. We recycle bottles, cans, cardboard, paper, all that kind of stuff.
Those shower heads that don't use as much water.
We've heard what you're doing at home to make a difference, and now we find out how used auto tires are being reused for Saskatchewan's first Earth House. As Lisa Rism shows you, aside from the recycled materials, donated labor is getting this eco-ark off the ground.
It's an unconventional house getting built in an unconventional manner. Instead of hiring tradesmen, volunteers are pitching in to help Thomas and Manda Porter build their eco-ark home. People from as far away as Vancouver Island, Calgary, Alberta, and Gilmore, Ontario have come to Saskatchewan to help.
They come out and donate some time, spend some time with us, and we'll make sure that when their time comes that our summer holiday plans involve going out and giving them a hand, and of course tech support online or over the phone, helping them out with our experiences.
The Porter's rammed earth tire house is the first of its kind on the prairies. 12 years ago, the Potters pioneered the earth house in Ontario. They adapted the Mexican-style home to suit a Canadian climate. They're providing a workshop and construction advice.
First, you lay your site out. You have to have a design. You have to know what you want. You lay your site out and you mark off the rooms. Then you start laying down the tires, empty, for the foundation, to get them all lined up so your walls stay even all the way around.
Monica Holy plans to build her own eco-ark in BC. With the experience she's gained here, she's confident she can.
It's one thing reading books and text and even seeing photographs and even seeing video. It is a completely different experience getting your hands in there. Things that you didn't think you could do, you can do. And things that you thought at first were overwhelming are now making sense. And I'll tell you, the group that Thomas has pulled together, there's a lot of people who have different backgrounds, and they're all taking the time out to teach and explain things.
Some on the job site have traditional construction experience, but now are exploring eco-friendly alternatives.
I've been on a lot of grassroots sites, and to be out here and participating in a grassroots eco options sort of environment has been really great. You know, I've learned that we can recycle, reuse a lot of the materials that were once waste, that there are options also.
3,000 tires will be packed with dirt to build the walls. Pop cans and poly fill the cracks. Interior walls will be made out of used pop cans or wine bottles. No lumber is going into the construction of the 3,400 square foot home.
It's going to look a lot like a greenhouse that's set halfway into a hillside, and the interior of the place, the walls will all be colored stucco, much like an adobe type of Mexican villa. But inside it's going to have all the modern conveniences. The only difference is they'll all be run on solar and wind power.
A neighboring farmer comes out to help. Curiosity and support for sustainable living brings out volunteers.
I think that most people are becoming more environmentally conscious because once you have the burden of knowledge, when you're learning all these things about what we've been doing, has been doing to the planet, once you really know what's going on, you are very guilty if you don't do something about it.
Eco-living has been a dream of the Porters. Their house of recycled materials will be completely off the grid. For Shaw, I'm Lisa Rism.
Throughout the show, we've seen the many ways people are being creative when thinking about the environment, whether it's one person or one family at a time. Shaw TV's Tim Morton introduces us to a family in Kelowna who have created an energy-efficient home that is close to their hearts.
A house on McClure Road, at least from the outside, looks like a lot of other houses in the Lower Mission. A nice home for sure, but what's inside makes it quite a bit different from others in the neighborhood. You see, this could be the most energy-efficient home in Kelowna. It is targeted for a Gold Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, or LEED rating. It even has a name, Glasswing, which reflects its generous use of glass and open spaces.
LEED requires that your largest set of glazing face north, and that's what this house does. We're perfectly centered so that we're north and south facing.
Why north?
North because it keeps down the solar gain of the house and it doesn't allow the house to heat up as quickly.
An energy efficient home is about 78 currently. They've pushed that up to 88. So that's almost a passive home, which would start at about 90, which is almost impossible. We're estimating about half the fuel cost to run this home.
The original home on the lot was torn down and Glasswing constructed in its place for the family of 4. The new home features a heat pump, Energy Star lighting fixtures and appliances, polyurethane insulation foam, and durable features like a concrete floor to keep renovations out of the landfill. The heating system is zoned, so certain parts of the home aren't heated if they're not being used.
We actually have a theater space we put in the basement. Same thing, we don't heat it unless we're going to use it, say, that evening with our kids. So again, just a really great way to reduce the energy that you're burning in a furnace or in your heat pump to cool during the season.
Glasswing is not only energy efficient, but the water is reused here.
All the showers in the house actually drain into this reservoir. It gets treated, it gets slightly chlorinated, and whenever we flush a toilet, the water actually from this tank goes up and flushes through the toilets. So we actually are using the water twice.
Also believed to be a first in Kelowna is pervious concrete on an exterior path, which allows water to flow through it instead of into the city's drainage system. All in all, a lot of effort and money went into this home to meet the Gold LEED standard.
It's certainly in the HVAC system, so your heating, cooling, your mechanical systems, there's probably a 15 to 20% increase, I would just guess, if I'm remembering the numbers, to make it more energy efficient, to get some of the things that we've talked about that are unique in this house. But really the overall cost to construct all depends on your selection at the end of the day. It's all the cabinets you choose, the flooring you choose.
Matt and Grace are the first ones that have achieved an 85 plus. So for that, and a lot of the Energy Star appliances that they put in, they're getting $4,500 back from FortisBC.
Both Pontus and Johnston operate architecturally distinct solutions. Matt, the architect, hopes this home can be a trendsetter for future buildings in the Okanagan.
Certainly we would love to be. That's one of the reasons that we did do this, is to showcase our ability to integrate, good design with energy efficiency and show that they can be married in a way that is achievable today.
For Shaw TV's Earth Day, I'm Tim Morton in Kelowna.
We will have many more Earth Day stories and documentaries from across Canada throughout the day right here on Shaw TV. And we've had so much fun showing you the ways our province is coming together and thinking about the environment. That is all for our time at Beaver Creek. I'm Daniela Ponticelli. Have a happy Earth Day, Saskatchewan.